we haven't had the pads on since the end of last season. So to finally be able to put the pads back on, it felt amazing. You know, they always say for the big guys, this is when the real football starts. So it felt amazing to just be back out there with the guys and be back out there thumping again.
What's up, Raider Nation? This is Vinny Bonsignore with Vegas Nation, and it was the first day in pads for the Raiders. And I got to tell you, I've been doing this for a little while. It's been a long time since I saw a padded practice at the NFL level that was as physical as the Raiders were today. They were literally hitting and tackling to the ground. You rarely see that. So I'm going to start with my three observations right there. As physical as the Raiders were, it felt intentional. It felt like they were trying to set a little bit of a tone in terms of their toughness, in terms of their physicality, in terms of getting after it. And I think as a NFL team, when you're starting your first day of pads off, as physical as these guys were, where there was literally guys getting tackled to the ground, that only builds that mental toughness, because as a couple players told us afterwards, you got to get up and got to go do it again. This is football. This is real football. And getting that started right now from a mental standpoint, I think bodes well for the Raiders. We'll see if it carries over into the season. Observation number two, kind of feel bad today for Michael Mayer. And I'll say this first off. Michael Mayer, the rookie tight end from Notre Dame, second-round pick, has been having a really good camp. He's as advertised in all phases. This guy can block. This guy can catch the ball. He looks like he's going to be the real deal. Well, a guy by the name of Max Crosby probably understands that and understands, you know what, I was a rookie at 1.2, and Michael Mayer is a rookie and has all these accolades. I'm going to give him his welcome to the NFL moment today, because Max Crosby pretty much had his way with Michael Mayer on a couple, maybe three plays, I would say, where not only was he physical, he was probably a little over physical. He was kind of, you know, in attack mode. To Michael Mayer's credit, number one, you're rarely going to be blocking a guy as good as Max Crosby. There's a bunch of good defensive ends in this league, and he's going to be, as a tight end, matched up against some really good defensive ends. But there's very few that bring it on a play-by-play basis in terms of the quickness, the physicality, the power as Max Crosby. So this is a great learning tool for him. And if he didn't know before today that he was in the NFL, he knows right now that he's in the NFL, because Max Crosby worked him over a little bit. And to his credit, Michael Mayer kept getting up and kept getting after it, and that's what you love to see from a young player. Observation number three. You know, yesterday, no way to sugarcoat it, Jimmy Garoppolo pretty much had an awful day at practice yesterday on Monday. Today, he bounced back with a very crisp afternoon, or morning, I should say, and looked really good. And it's interesting about Jimmy G, talking to some of his teammates, some of his coaches, some of the people with the Raiders. One of his superpowers is the ability to just be very even-keeled. You don't know whether he just completed a 60-yard touchdown or threw a pick six for a touchdown the other way. And I think that that's part of what makes Jimmy G so good. And I think his teammates feed off of that. Because as I think it was Amir Abdullah was telling us, everybody looks to the quarterback. Whether you're the fan, whether you're the camera person, whether you're the play-by-play person, you're always looking to the quarterback. And guess who else is looking to the quarterback? His teammates. So if the quarterback is riding a roller coaster of emotions, typically the team is going to be a roller coaster of emotions. And so for Jimmy G to have the day that he had on Monday and just literally shake it off, he didn't care, and come back and respond with a great day on Tuesday, I think that speaks to the even-keeled nature of Jimmy Garoppolo and the stability that he's going to bring to the team in that regard. I don't think you're going to see a whole bunch of highs and lows from the quarterback, and hopefully for the Raiders, that is, that's going to filter off to the rest of the team.